Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the 100-Day Sketchbook Challenge. And today's topic is going to be about AI. Yes, I know that AI has been plaguing a lot of people as of late because it has really taken over the world by storm. As far as art goes, a lot of people have been using AI, and some of them have been using it well, and some of them have been using it bad. So the question I always get is, how do you feel about AI art? And to be honest, I think AI is a good tool. I think that when someone uses AI art to then say that they created a specific thing is really what the problem is. It's not that AI art exists, but it's that people are trying to take advantage of the fact that now they have a tool that is generating this artwork and they're claiming it as their own. Instead of saying, I am the prompt designer and I was able to create these things. Because in all honesty, I think that AI is a fantastic brainstorming tool, both for writers, or anyone actually. I was going to say for creative people, but honestly, it could be for anyone depending on what you ask AI. But in regards to AI art, if you are stuck trying to get some type of design or look for a character or a world, you can put together a prompt just to get the ideas flowing, which I really think is what AI art should be used for, or AI in general, is the fact that it is a tool that we as artists should be using to help us speed up the process of the brainstorming and just getting more products out. I think that if we were to use AI as a tool that we can bounce ideas off of and go, oh, you know what? That's actually really cool. Let me come over to my sketchbook and let me start drawing something that now I'm inspired by looking at that. That was really interesting. That was really cool. Or for the fact that because AI is not perfect and you can ask it to do something and it will completely give you the wrong output. And now part of that is you, the person putting the prompt together, and part of it is AI still trying to figure out what it's doing. But in the end, you can also take something that doesn't work and be like, that's not at all what I wanted. And now you don't have to do that process, instead of drawing and painting something for hours and then realizing, that's not exactly what I thought it was going to be. And so now I've wasted all this time. You put that prompt into the AI generator, and then a couple minutes later, it's like, you mean this? And then when you look at it, you're like, ugh, no, that's not at all what I meant. So once again, AI inherently is not evil. Now, the fact that a lot of the companies that have put together AI and its sources are just pulling from artists and their artwork that they've posted online, sure, that's the that's the problem. When you start seeing elements of your work, or your signature for that matter, in someone else, in this AI generated work, and you're like, wait a minute, I didn't do that, I didn't approve that. That, I think, is where the problem really lies, is that AI is taking stuff that people have done and then mashing it together so that they can create some type of new art. And that of course is a problem. But when we get past the idea of it stealing people's art and companies trying to be like, hey, we're not going to pay our artists, we're just going to do this, we're going to make AI generate our comic book or make it generate our novel or whatever the case may be, yeah, that's the problem, right? Not AI itself. Because AI, as I've mentioned before, is a fantastic tool. And if you use it as a tool, then we as creatives can even go even further than we already have. And I think that's what we should really be focusing on when it comes to AI and AI art, is the fact that we could use this just like we use a hammer instead of a rock. Right? So you can go out there and you can put together a shed with a rock, or you could put it together with a hammer. And the hammer is the correct tool for the job. And so if we use AI as a tool for its brainstorming capacities to really help you get those artistic juices flowing while you're trying to sketch or create prompts where you're like, oh, let me try and do this, or it asks you to draw something, doing that is what's going to help us move forward as artists. And I think that we really need to embrace the idea of using AI to help us move forward. And I think that schools, as a teacher, should also be teaching our students how properly to use AI. And that's honestly what I believe. I believe that AI can be a really good thing for everyone. Well, that wraps up today's episode. I hope that you learned something from today's drawing and little conversation. If you have any questions that you would like answered, go ahead and drop it in the comments below, and I will gladly get back to it. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you at the next episode.